Alright guys, so hang power snatch is going to be kind of the thing. Oh, just as a side note, I'm inside because it's really hot out there, and I know my voice echoes in here, but it's hot out there, and I don't want to be hot. Okay? So, and these are my views. Anyway, so, hang power snatch is what we're going to work on today. Okay, for those of you doing tester metal, hang power snatch is going to be a skill you're going to have, so I thought I'd go over them. Basically take a day to go over them. So it's going to be part of the skill, and it's going to be kind of reinforced in the WOD then too, okay? So for the hang power snatch, we want wide grip like normal, we want happy spine, shoulder screw in. There's so many things that you could think about doing here that I will go over all of them, but you will not have a whole lot of luck trying to focus on every single one, okay? So let's think about it from the top down, okay? So from the top down, I want you guys to kind of have your hands in the bar like this, okay? We're going to be a little internally rotated, but that does not mean we're going to let our shoulders roll forward, okay? We're going to stand up tall, we're going to have our elbows going in, kind of the pits of our elbow facing the bar, so to speak. Okay, it's kind of like that. But we are going to create a little bit of tension on the bar. We're going to try to break the bar towards us, okay? That's keeping our elbows straight. That's going to help generate basically good force production at our hip that is going to go through our shoulder. That was a poor way to say that. Basically, we're just going to lock this whole thing down, which is what we're looking to do. We're looking to generate force here, not through here. So you want this to be as rigid and as rigid as possible. So we're going to be here. Again, we're going to break the bar. We're going to stand nice and tall, okay? So with legs, back and together. As you get down, first of all, feet are in our pole stance, so I know I'll get to that in a second. But I don't know why I'm not doing it now. I should probably follow my own rules, top down. Alright, top down anyway. So shoulder blades together, then we're going to dip just a little bit, keeping our stomach engaged and our butt tight. And we're going to go down the same way we did with our hang power snatch from Tuesday. Okay? We're going to just dip a little bit, bring the knees out, and then kind of wide, and we're going to get down to about here. Or about here, somewhere in this range right here. Okay, so about halfway up the quad. Alright, so I want you guys to focus on getting nice and tall. Here, we don't want to pull from here, we want to pull from here. Okay? So, what we're going to do is we're just going to come up suddenly, jump, shrug, and lean. Okay, so we're going to lean, we're not going to arch, hard, but we're leaning back. Alright, and as we do that, we're going to make a big shrug, we're going to pull the bar past us, and then just get under it like this. Okay, I think I've gone over this a bunch of times, but again, I wanted to kind of go over it, piece by piece again. So throughout the whole thing, we're looking for an engaged stomach and an engaged butt. We're looking for happy spines, so shoulder blades are pulled back, and again, that kind of grip, pull on the bar. Okay, so that is the hang power snatch. We're going to do that partnered with a couple of things. The kettlebell swings that we're going to do are going to be overhead today. Okay, we're going to work on the overhead kettlebell swing on Friday. I know that sounds a little bit backwards, but I have a reason for doing this. But I want to go over really quickly a good way to do overhead swings. Kind of faster. It's not necessarily going to be any easier, but it is faster. I'd like you guys to at least have a handle on how to do this. So I want to give you maybe today to practice, and then on Friday we're going to go over it a little bit more, or in a little bit more detail, and give you a little bit more time to practice after you've already done it in a WOD scenario. Okay? So, normal kettlebell swing, right, we're going to swing down, right, keeping shins relatively vertical, pushing our knees out, and then as we drive up, instead of just letting it swing up to here, okay, what we're going to do is we're going to hop our hips hard, we're going to kind of pull the bell to us, and then push the bell up, okay? It's going to be hard to try to do it fast, but it's going to be a little bit more like that. If you guys have seen any of the CrossFit games, it's the way they swing, okay? It is faster, so it's going to kind of come to you, and then it's going to go up a little bit, alright? So it's going to strike your arms just a little bit more. It's going to get your traps, kind of sore or whatnot, but it is ultimately going to be faster, okay? So I want that to be some new practice. So double unders, we have push-ups, okay? Push-ups are also going to be something I want to go over real quick. I know I've gone over this a lot, but we're looking for elbows in, looking for hands to be even with our chest. We're also looking for them to be straight, okay? I don't want a lot of this. Okay, so we're going to have them straight. We're going to be here. Again, we're going to kind of push. We talked about this before. So the same thing you do with your feet, right? You kind of spread the ground apart. We're going to do the same thing with your hands, right? We're going to pull the ground apart as we go down and as we come up. Okay? So trying to just generate that rotational torque. Okay? So that was push-ups. know, just to go over them. You don't have to be that close. All right, anyway, so, again, I'm going over them. We're not necessarily going to have a ton of time to practice. I can speak. So just like yesterday, the same grip on the bar, right? And then what we're going to do for our toes to the bar or our knees to elbows, actually coming from the side is probably a bit easier. Alright, sweet. So we're going to look to balance across the bar, right? We're going to want equal amounts of ourselves here versus here. So as your butt goes back, your legs go forward to balance yourself out. And as you come forward, right? Chest comes forward, hips come forward a little bit more. And then our feet go backwards, okay? And then so what we're going to do is as we go back, we're very violently pull our straight arm, right? We're going to kind of close our shoulder with a straight arm. And we're going to come to our feet. So, just back, and back, and up. Okay? These elbows the same way, so we're just going to bring up our knees instead of toes to the bar. I gotta tell you, Steph, 19 hours in the car has wrecked me. Everything that I've demoed has hurt. Ugh. Foam roller forever. Anyway, so there's that, and then last thing is sit stands. Sit stands aren't complicated, but they do require a bit of flexibility. So we're looking for our feet to probably end up being pretty close to each other. So we're going to rock back, and then come hard with our feet close. Okay? This is going to be a little bit challenging. We'll go over ways to scale this later today. Okay? So that's it, guys. I'll see you then.